Welcome back to Great Day St. Louis. Hey, if you're nearing retirement, you've probably worked on a plan with a coach. But plans can change, and it's important to adjust. Plans will change. They could change. They will change. So it's important to adjust your portfolio to make sure your money lasts. And if you don't know what a portfolio is, you've tuned in on a good day. We turn to Erin Lapidus. She's the president and retirement coach at JBL Financial Services. And I know she looks like a high school girl. How could she possibly know anything about it? You've been doing this for a long time now.
About 15 years.
That's crazy.
I know. I love the compliment. Thank you.
Well, it's true. All right. So how can we do this? What is the first step in this process?
So really the first step is to maintain your target allocation, and that really has to do with what your risk tolerance is. And this is a very top level view of how your assets are divided: stocks, bonds, and cash. So you want to work with an advisor potentially to determine what your risk tolerance is. And then when we're in great markets like we've been in the last 24 months, that risk tolerance probably doesn't change, but your allocation might, because we'll see drift. When parts of the portfolio do better than others, you might end up out of balance. So it's important every year, every 6 months, to take a look and get yourself back into the appropriate balance.
So your attitude doesn't change, but your place in your savings history changes.
Exactly. So we saw equities, so the stock component of the portfolio, really outpace bonds. So that means that you could be in a riskier position than you had originally intended, and it's a good idea to get back into balance.
All right, so what's next?
Next is, this is when we go to the second level, which is when you're looking at your equities or your bonds, what are you invested in? And we've seen the tech side of the market do very well. Maybe it's your opportunity to move into other parts of the market that have the opportunity to do well this year. So taking some of those gains off the table and maybe reallocating them to another part of your portfolio that hasn't had the same growth over the last few years.
All right, and then finally, we talk about reducing risk as we get close to retirement.
Absolutely, and this doesn't mean that you naturally change your allocation to be significantly less equity driven, but what it might mean is that when you're approaching retirement, maybe you have some cash needs right when you retire. We see a lot of people that enjoy going on trips. I saw the boat show is coming up. I've heard a lot of retirement boats. Maybe you want to set aside extra cash for the first 6 to 12 months of your retirement, and this is a great opportunity to do that. Maybe move some of those gains to cash, and you'll be able to spend them guilt-free.
There you go. I think that a lot of people feel like when they get to retirement that they're finished saving, but really it's possible to have some growth built into your retirement income in your retirement portfolio, correct? Even after you retire.
Absolutely, and what we like to say is technically you're done saving when you get to retirement, but the way that you save is by not spending. So having a game plan that incorporates what your normal spending is and maybe what those fun additional or maybe not so fun emergencies when they come up, planning for those too. And that's what we help people do. I'm
telling you, they're so good over there. They'll get you set up. You want to get in contact with JBL Financial Services. Give them a call. 314-863-0008. You can also find them on the web at jblfinancial.com. Erin, thank you.
Thank you.